Hello, it's Tom from BlackToad Studio, and I'm here to do a little project update and a few things that have been going on. So it's been a while since the last one. I've had a hell of a lot on recently, obviously with Christmas and New Year. Also, I've been on call over the Christmas period, so not a lot of time to myself really. However, I did manage to get quite a bit of painting done in my spare time that I did have. So at the moment, you can see in front of you, this is my current tournament list for the Last Chance Open up in Southport War Games, which is coming up this weekend. I was going to give a quick run through what I've done since I last. Because obviously, I think you saw the unpainted speeders last time, and the Storm Talons, obviously. So I've a little close look here. So here we are. Got my Raptor wing formation done, which is basically the 2 Storm Talons back here, and 3 land speeders with multi-melted assault cannons. So hopefully should do some damage. And at the front here, I've redone one of my Terminator squads. This is a 6-man one, so we've got Sergeant at the front with lightning claws, and all the rest have thunder hammers and storm shields. Over here, I've decided to take Hellbrick as my commander for a bit of a change, and he's going to be joining the Centurions there as a bit of protection in melee. The Centurions have got missile launchers and the grav amps and grav cannons, and behind them is 2 Vindicators. They are separate squadrons, so 2 heavy choices there. And then for my troops, a little bit controversial for Black Templars over here, is 4 scout squads, each one inside a Landspeeder Storm, and their storms are armed with heavy flamers and obviously the concussion missile launch underneath. Each of the sergeants is carrying a melt bomb, actually modelled for once, and a locator beacon on each of them as well. So just to give a little bit of deep strike potential with the Terminators actually getting in where I want them to. I like what I've done with the lists and stuff, but I'm not overly confident. But then, to be honest, I haven't played a lot of tournaments myself, so we'll see how it does. I'm looking forward to having a bit of fun anyway. That's the main thing. And if I can get a couple of points here, that'll be a bit of a bonus for me. So I do like what I built, and it was also quite nice to add a few land speeders to my army. Like I said, not quite pure Templar because of the scout squads, but we'll call neophyte squads for the sake of it. And there's nothing legally saying I can't take them in a standard Marine list. It's just obviously they tend to be non-scouts and Templars. So that's what I've been doing mainly. However, on the side of that, you may have seen this in a couple of battle reports over here. Is the pipeline down here. I managed to get that finished up as well. I had actually half finished it. But I took a bit more time just to get it all completely done in the scheme that I wanted, and I thought it came out quite nicely actually. I'm probably going to get another one because I actually really like what it does on the board when you have a lot of them, and I think as some of you might have seen from a recent game, we even used the rules for it, and that was quite fun. And my sister actually gave me these reactors as a Christmas present, which I am currently working on. They're quite far along. A lot of detail to go on them yet, and a lot of shading and stuff because they look a little bit too bright with my liking at the moment. But they're coming along quite nicely. I'm definitely not going to keep the skull white. I think I'm going to go down to a bone and then shade it as well, just to give a bit more darkness. And obviously the 2 extra bits down here. So yeah, I quite enjoyed doing them. So that's basically it. And over here, after moving on from terrain, is my next big project. As you can see, a massive pile of stuff that's turned up over there. As you can imagine, I've picked up a few things over the Christmas period that I wanted, and a couple of Happy Forward World extras which got included in my order after a couple of mishaps on their behalf. They doubled up a couple of orders I had as kind of, I suppose, compensation for the annoyance I had of a couple of errors they made, which is quite nice. Can't complain really. Their customer service is always spot on anyway. They made my day when they sent me off an extra load of shoulder pads for no cost. Because essentially, just to give a little short story on it, essentially I ordered Cullen and Severin Loth originally because I wasn't going to go quite into this as heavy as I did, and basically 4 sets of shoulder pads. However, when they shipped these out, as you can see on here, this says Red Scorpions Marine shoulder pads. I got a Cullen instead, so I ended up with a couple of extra Cullens and no shoulder pads. So they very kindly reimbursed me double the shoulder pads, which was really nice of them. So not going to complain at all. And obviously down here, you can see there's a small pile of Marine bits, mainly command squads, because I need some apothecaries for this army, because Red Scorpions tend to run their sergeants as apothecaries. which I'm quite looking forward to. It'll be quite a different feel to the army, and also there's a Devastator to understand tactical squad down there. And up on top is my first painted one. I'll try and get in a slightly better light here. This is the scheme I'm going for. I've actually, who's Apathetic Fish, I think, his YouTube channel, which I'll link down in the description. I nicked that off there, so I really liked the scheme he'd picked and done, and his tutorial was fantastic, to be honest, and I managed to replicate it quite nicely. I'm going to do a little bit more shading on some of the light areas, because although, to be honest, it is shaded, just I think actually on camera it doesn't come out very well. But I really like the scheme with the white helmet in there. And some of you may be asking, why the hell am I doing another Marine army? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, I really wanted to do a Marine army which had access to psychic powers, because obviously I haven't played Templars quite a long time, and no access to them on there. The only one I've got is my Grey Knights, but I do prefer playing Standard Marines over my Grey Knights, to be honest. So, and I wanted something a bit different. So the Red Scorpion 4-draw chapter seemed like a really good idea. I really like the idea, some of the fluff that they've done. And we're also doing a bit of Bad Ab War stuff this year, hopefully, to add on to that. And also, the other reason is I had bought Battle for Cal stuff, which I've got in here, loads of Marines, which I was going to do Imperial Fists. However, I haven't really been that into the 30k scene, really, which is what I was intending to do. So I decided, well, I'm not going to have all the models sitting on the shelf doing nothing. So I decided to recycle them into this project. So I don't have to spend as much money. And I said that the only expense so far is actually 2 of these commands, because I didn't buy all these. I think I bought 3 of them, and then the other bits of gifts from various people over this time of year. So yeah, and I've got Severin Loth down here, and his Honour Guards, which I'm looking forward to putting together. It looks really like a really nice model, and also obviously Commander Cullen there. So yeah, I've been cracking on with a few things, but this is probably what you'll see a little bit here. I do have a few Sisters bits. I'm trying to get hold of the Celestine, new Celestine model, but unfortunately I was a bit slow off the pace this morning, and didn't quite get my order in on time, so I've missed out on that at the moment. But it will come back up, and I'm going to buy the set of 3, because I really want the Inquisitor as well, to add to my kind of Templar forces, and also some Inquisition forces I have on the side, which you probably haven't seen yet, but hopefully they'll come up in a report soon. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you soon.